Hi, welcome back channel, TrainStation2. Alright, claim the special rating after getting second in the last competition. And do remember there's a gift code going to share with you later on. And of course, sad to see my president go. I've been made president of the union, but I wasn't really happy at all because a long-time friend has left because I think because of the new UI. So it wasn't really happy with the UI that Pixel has made. So he decided to leave. And of course, being a long-time friend that we built this union together. I've left the union once actually, but I came back after a long break, and the president's kind enough to make me back to VP. And I've been managing this union together with him. Gradually, I think he lose interest because of the new UI, and he made me a president and decides to leave. So with that, probably I will think how to reorganize the union, probably promoting some of the managers to the VP level. Based on the contributions, but all this will come to play later on as a respect for the current president. Until he leaves, I wouldn't make any changes to the union. Once he leaves, then probably make some promotion and whatnot. So with that, back to the last competition. So in this last competition itself, it isn't really something we really work hard with, but very happy we got second. So this is something amazing, don't you think so sometimes? All right, so this has been a moment I can share with you earlier, promoted the president. I was shocked because I didn't think that president would go, but unfortunately, because the president decided to leave, it was way too much, and of course, it was really painful, I believe. Leaving the game after so many years. So I think now being made president, definitely we'll think how we go move forward. This union isn't very I would say ambition, right? Because we don't have really great ambition to fight with the top union and whatnot, but it's more like a family-oriented kind of union. Good friends come together and we play. And I really don't know what to say, but I think it's just a pleasure working, or actually, should I say, building her union with him, because that's what we're doing together. And the union is not very aggressive, but yet, of course, we maintain a certain level of discipline. People who don't play for a couple of days, I would remove them because that's not very fair to the rest of the people who play really hard. So really what we're asking for are actually active members, and that's about it. So really sad to see a friend leaving, a long-time friend, I would call it, a couple of years already. Many of us have been in this union for a couple of years since the start. So many of them has been always like a family in a way. So that's the union for you. So sometimes it's an emotional attachment to the union. I've been invited, I mean, to other unions, but I'll never leave this union because I think this union be working with all the great players, or could I call friends right now. Right? So that's all I could share about this union. We are full right now. If you are thinking of joining us, probably a couple of days later, where the president or the ex-president makes his leave, there'll be a vacancy. But again, we're asking for active. You need not fight aggressively. You just need to be active in playing. I think that's all we ask for. All right, so back to the last competition. I wasn't really aggressive in playing this because I thought we should focus sometimes more on making the jobs complete in Japan or even in Egypt. So I'm spending some time after this to go ahead and build my jobs requirements so that we can finish the Japanese jobs that we left behind. But of course, we have attained what we wanted, which is the legendary train, the last legendary in Japan. I think the other thing we're going to do is really about unlocking the gold mine in Egypt. We really don't have time right now. And like I said, after this, we'll really look into promotions of some players, be it for a member to manager or manager to VP. Now, given that I'm able to do that, I may relook into this based on so-called the effort put in. I mean, they're really good players, like you said, DHAF or KHS, Sigis, all these really fantastic players, Glenn and Big Rob. All these are really very active players. You can see here, relatively very cooperative members that we have. So in terms of the event, is the last one. So after this, you have about 40 hours to claim whatever you need to claim. Then everything will convert it to meta keys. Right. So as for coins, you got to spend it, otherwise it will be gone. It won't be converted. So the other thing you got to really build is always I would say the logistics center, so you can get your materials easily. You can see mine is always packed to the brim, all thanks to the logistics center, which does not require a single dispatcher to get things done. The only bad thing is you have your really strong trains or locomotive locked in it, then you can't remove it for use. So there's something you gotta really ponder whether should you be selling good trains. No, legendary epic trains do not sell them. Build them up, put into the logic center, and they work fine and very useful. That aside, the other thing is about saving the Union dollars. That's why I'm really attached to Union, because they give good rewards. You really got to work in a good team, so as to get the more number of Union dollars. It's a teamwork. I can't definitely do it myself because of the level that I am in. So the requirements are really high. There will be players that are slightly lower levels, and their requirements are much lower, and they're really fast in gaining all these union points that allow us to win. Otherwise, I can't be winning at all. So with that, I'm also working in terms of leveling up. So working towards the 899. So let's see what happens after that. Probably some new competition or whatnot. I'm not too sure, but I do heard that people 899 has a special competition. I can't very eager to find out. I've got to share you as well. Now it's 830, so you got 69 levels to go. A lot of struggling to go, definitely. Like I said, the importance of building the foundations is important. But I think now that we are in the last level, it's about facing the finale. Alright, so just flash the flash with you the button to flash the goals here so that you can see. Alright, so again, I do hope you make use of the gift codes I've shared earlier. It is important because it gives you the number of keys as well. That's really something you're gonna be grateful for, right? So we are fighting for the second place. That's impossible to get first, of course. The event has ended at this juncture. It waits a while before you're getting your rewards, so I log in and out the game again to wait. Meanwhile, I'm going to check out the special building. If this event going to release a building, so we can actually have sight of that. So I'm going to keep my swimming pool for now. I will take it out again later on because it grants me 125 population. Has been leveled up, and of course now I'm going to look for my special building. I think it looks like a cowboy town. Alright, here it is. 54 population. Definitely going to keep it again, just for sure. At least I can share you. This is the building we got, this salon, and this is how it looks like. Alright, so with that, I'm going to grab my swimming pool out again, so that we can jeopardize my leveling up of my warehouse that requires a certain number of population. So it's now back to 31,104. So that's the very tiny population I have in my town. People may have 100,000 already by now. So that being said, we just fighting hard. Then do remember you're gonna spend your coins. Then your keys, if you don't spend it, you became metal keys. Alright, so I'm gonna grab 3 of these big boxes, or they call it parts box. Hopefully some good parts we got. Alright, great, we got some rare parts. Alright, so that's about it, and that's how much you fight for. And we got 671 keys. Probably spend it on legendary. I think that's the most precious one. Then the balance you gotta put it into rare, and some meta keys. Alright, so thank you for watching and have a good rest. You will deserve good rest. Goodbye.